I found Chase Construction from your blog. It does mean a lot to me that you guys have an online presence because it means you actually put in the time and the expertise to educate your customers, educate potential customers. And just having that made me feel like, okay, these people are really invested in what they do. They're not just out there selling roofs. I sent an inquiry via email. Joel himself came out to look at my property and we talked for about an hour and a half. I had him look at my attic, had him check out the top, and I asked him all sorts of questions like ventilation, underlayment, everything. What manufacturers are good, the difference between a 30-year, 50-year, all these warranties. He went into all the details. And I had a really good impression of just talking to him and really getting the feeling that he's been doing this for a long time. He's really experienced. So I'm an engineer and I really care about details and process and methodology and just really being an expert in your field. And I really felt like I was getting that from Joel from just talking to him. I interviewed about 5 or 6 other roofing companies, decided, hey, Chase was the best option. So we got that project started. So the crew was really professional, and I really want to give a shout out to Brandon. He was the foreman on the project and he was always super courteous and professional. You know, I'm very detail oriented. I really like to know what's being done and how it's being done. Like I'm probably only gonna put one roof on this house maybe in my lifetime, so I really want to see what's being done to it, and so I know all the little steps and make sure everything that's supposed to be there is there, and I know how it was done and why. So I had a lot of questions and I was kind of milling about, coming in and out, just checking on what they're doing, and Brandon always had really thorough and patient answers for me, and I just really got the feeling that they were really attentive to the details and really make sure they cut no corners, and that means a lot to me as a homeowner. It says a lot about how careful and how attentive the crew was when they're ahead of me on stuff, because usually I'm always like, hey, did you do this, this, and this? And there's always, yes, yes, yeah, we got it. But there's actually a little dead spot on the top of the roof where there's a valley at a little Y junction that used to collect a little lake on the top of my roof, basically. I saw that they had already taken care of that little spot. They raised the Y junction to a flat roof, blew a torch down on it, inclined it a little bit, so now there's not really a dead zone anymore. I mean, that just really impressed me, because that's something that I didn't even think to ask about, because I didn't think it could be done. They had already finished it and taken care of it by the time I saw it, and I was like, hey, you guys are 2 steps ahead of me, that's great. The end result, I'm really, really impressed with. It's a really good looking shingle, obviously, and my only complaint is it makes the rest of my house look kind of crappy, so I'm gonna have to go and resolve that. No, I'm really glad with not only about how it looks, but how I know the integrity holds up, because I know that they really went down to the studs and made sure every single rotted board is pulled out, all the ventilation was properly cut, all the pipes are properly run. So just knowing that all the little details are taken care of and I have no structural integrity problems, along with it looking really good, it means a lot to me. It's not just about not having any mistakes, because things happen, everybody's human. It's not realistic for big jobs to go completely perfectly. So what really matters is how you recover and how you address it. And we had a couple of hiccups come along. It really impressed me how quick Chase and Joel resolved it, whether it was the skylights being the right kind of glass, whether it was some of the interior work that was kind of getting bogged down. All these things was just handled immediately. So I would definitely recommend Chase Construction for your next roofing project. They're real professionals, they really care about their work, they really mind all the details, they cut no corners. You're going to get that 30-year workmanship guarantee backed by the manufacturer, which means a third party is guaranteeing that all the parts that should be on your roof is there, so even if you never have to use it, at least you know, hey, you're not missing anything, because I was definitely missing drip edges and ice and water shields and everything. Like, I was missing a lot of stuff, so you don't want that to happen to you. These guys will cover it all and take care of it. I would definitely recommend Chase Construction for whatever you need on your house, because they'll make sure that everything's done right the first time. They'll take care of you and make sure they cover any hiccups that happen, and you're going to be in good hands. Thank you so much.